Good afternoon. Welcome to Manchester City 1, Wolves 0. So, Rob, what did you think?
Hold on, Martin. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Just wait. No, wait. Don't move. Don't move. Yeah, the first half has just finished. Okay.
Who was you watching?
No, I was talking about the City first half. It went on for like 3 months.
Yeah, wasn't the most entertaining the first half, that was.
3 points, Martin. 3 points. 3 points. Move along. 3 points.
Yeah, I suppose that's what we're going to take out of this. 3 points. As we stand, we have 4 points clear currently, because Liverpool are currently drawing 0-0 with Villa. But yeah.
Can you just do us a favour and never mention Liverpool scorelines? Thank you.
My mouse still banged. Listen, the first thing I want to talk about is today. I thought the team lineup really surprised me, because I'm going to say this, and I don't want to start with a big moan here, but has John Stones done something to Pep?
He slept with his wife or something because he's the best centre half in the world and he don't get a game. So,
and because we were talking the council, he's clearly not fit. Well, he plays for England.
I think that's the problem. He gets fit enough to play a game, and then by the time it's a game, it's an international break, and then he gets injured again. I just think that there's no England games now for 3 months or something. So we might see John Stones back in. We need to see John Stones back in. There's nothing wrong with Laporte and Diaz, but John Stones is just a better centre half. Full stop. So.
No, I definitely do want to see John Stones back in. First half, it was okay. I won't say it was rip-roaring. Yes, we should have had probably at least one penalty in the first half, quite clearly.
I haven't seen it back. I was too far away from the second half penalty, so.
Well, the first half one, the one with Grealish cross, that was a penalty all day long. See, I'm not going to mention Grealish because I'm not going to go down the negative road. I'm not going to do it.
Can I mention Grealish?
No, we're not doing it because we've won.
Why not? Your boy has got less and less places to hide, Martin. Less and less places.
Well, you got the message from me earlier. I can't defend him at all anymore.
You can't. Today. Well, there you go then. Finally, you
I can't defend him.
What is it you always say to me? You're 7 weeks behind my thinking.
He was not the best, but still only 12 or 13 games he's played. I'm going to throw a little caveat, but he has to improve. But first half, people have told me Sterling was man of the match.
Well, I just want to throw out a quick congratulations to Raheem Sterling for 100 league goals.
Yeah.
So that's goals for Liverpool and for Manchester City.
In about clean sheets.
Thanks for ruining my thing there. Nice one. Thanks for talking over me. It's the Martin tradition. So Raheem Sterling, he's played about 300 and something league games and he's got 100 goals, so that's 1 in 3. I think at the minute for Manchester City, Sterling scored about 5 goals in his last 6 or 7 games, so very good from him. I enjoyed watching Raheem Sterling play today. I thought he was being creative, exciting. He was running. He didn't nearly miss his penalty. Here we go, Sir Alan. I'm not even going to call him Sir anymore because Sirs are usually people that have got a bit of credit.
I don't know where he's got
Martin, you're talking over me again. Sirs have usually got a bit of credit in society. Sirs are usually people that are respected, but I can't respect anything that waffle merchant says. He chipped the ball straight down the middle. If Messi would have done that, you would have been masturbating, Alan, because that's the kind of person you are. Well done, Raheem Sterling. 1 in 3 average over the years in the Premier League, and Ederson as well. 100 Premier League clean sheets. Now, let's be honest, that's a great achievement for Ederson, but he should have reached that sum a lot sooner. And secondly, he's had like the best Premier League defence in front of him since he's been at City, so it's about time, in my opinion. But anyway, okay, over to you, Martin.
But you got to say, Ederson does what Ederson does. Ederson had a quiet game, but again, his distribution second half especially was world class. And that save at the end, in injury time. And that, for me, what does make
it was an excellent save. Excellent save.
I have been critical of him in the past about his shot stopping, but today, especially when you're in the last few minutes, I will give Wolves credit. They didn't want to give up near the end, and they were going for it, and they nearly got it. And it was a great save. It was a world-class save. It was really, really good, and it won us the game. So you've got to give the devil his due. He was really good today.
Well, you came out of the Etihad frustrated. So talk me through your frustrations, Martin.
I'm frustrated. I don't like going dead negative.
No, it doesn't matter, Martin.
We've acknowledged
that we've got 3. We've acknowledged that we've got 3 points. It's a tremendous 3 points because, like, I think Sean Fogarty actually in the pre-match or whatever in the comments maybe said something about how, you know, Wolves are not a high scoring team. City aren't a high scoring team, and we also both don't concede many goals. So 2-1, 1-0, 0-0 was written all over it. We got 1-0 win, fantastic. And we've got 3 points, and we're 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League. It's exactly what we wanted. There's no complaints from that side of things, But the footballing side of things, this is what I want you to talk about, Martin, without accusing yourself of being critical or negative, because it's not critical or negative to have observations. This is the whole point of an analysis. So please speak freely.
Well, let me get me off the field. I was disappointed with the crowd. Don't know whether it was an half-12 kickoff or not, but there was empty seats all over the place. The atmosphere was dead. It was typical 12:30, lunchtime kickoff. The place was just a bit dead today, which is a shame. You know, you get one end of the spectrum from PSG to that today. And the other thing, when it comes to the football, I'm going to get on to Jonathan Moss, because how that guy is a referee, I don't know. I don't know. I need to know what the actual credentials are to be a referee. Because someone needs to tell me, because in the first half, there were fouls, especially on us. Adama was going through the back of Sterling at one point. Then you had, I think it was Jimenez, or was it somebody else, was going through the back. And I'm sat there going, has he not brought his whistle today? Is his whistle at home? Has he just not brought it? Because he just didn't want to blow up. I will give him credit on one thing. There was a Wolves player that went down injured, and he asked to get the trainer on, and he said, no, get up, because he knew he was faking it. But they're Wolves' tactics. Wolves weren't going to come and play football. They were going to come and they were going to be frustrating. They were going to be a bit annoying, and they were. But Jonathan Moss, level of refereeing...
Jimenez got a head injury, right?
Yes.
He was one of the people involved.
There was Jimenez and...
He clearly had concussion.
Neves.
Jimenez clearly had concussion, and then he got those 2 very quick yellow cards. I think that's Wolves' fault. Yeah, he's silly for getting 2 yellow cards, but he clearly had concussion, and he clearly did 2 dumb things in very quick succession. And, and nothing was done about it. Sean just said there that Gundogan's got a back problem. Now that's a problem for Manchester City, because his replacement is Kevin De Bruyne, who's still not all the way at the races.
He's injured. He is.
The other option,
he's playing with painkiller injections. I don't care what anyone says anymore.
The other option is bringing Foden into the midfield. You can't bring Grealish into the midfield because he's just a lost lamb. He's just an absolute awful lost lamb. He needs slaughtering.
Listen, it could be the option.
Let's take the 100 million old yeller out behind the barn and shoot him already.
Listen, yeah, Chris is right. Wolves did spoil the game. I know they did. But Jonathan Moss allowed them to do that. He allowed them to do it. And the red card was a red card. It was his own stupid fault. He got warnings. He got told to move. You know, why he was allowed to take 25 minutes to get off the field, I don't know. But, just take your time, mate. Go and have, don't know what he was doing. He threw his headgear down about 100 times.
The current situation, some people have just muttered it in the chat. The current situation with the new strain of the virus, the Omicron variant and stuff like that, may reflect slightly why the attendance numbers were low. It was still well over 45,000. Wolves actually brought a good away support, which is decent because not a lot of clubs do. Usually they leave half of their away allocation empty.
Yeah.
And so
And they
so
ban
so
it,
the
those-
right. This is not Rob making excuses for City not having a full stadium, but 12:30 kickoff. I can barely be asked for 12:30 kickoffs, and I'll watch City play on a park on Sunday. You know, they're just stupid kickoff times. And then yeah, the more hesitation surrounding the latest variant of COVID. So yeah, possibly, but whatever. It's not about having a full stadium when you win 3 points. It's about the 3 points. Have you got anything else to say about it, mine?
We desperately need a striker. I cannot wait to January. If you need a football game to sum up a striker, we thought it was Southampton today. Watch back today. We need that guy in the middle. We need an absolute person, a target man, everything.
You know, in the second half especially, Martin, I saw City with the ball in and around the Wolves area. Yeah. What? I said City. I didn't say Man City, I said City. So, unlucky. Unlucky, mate. You didn't catch me in any sort of City trap.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw Gabby Jesus and Sterling and even Foden like pinging the ball around the box and dribbling with the ball at the feet and stuff like that, and then just they're not being any sort of end product, and it's mainly because we don't have a striker. Like, you know, when they do all the hard work to work the ball around the edge of the box, there's one Jesus one that stands out particularly for me. And it's just like, okay, I've got the ball, I'm at the edge of the area, I've dribbled around a couple of players, who's waiting for me? And there's just nobody there, so yeah, a striker. But, you know, Ferran Torres possibly leaving. Let's just bring Haaland in the January transfer window, because we're going to pay ridiculous fortunes for him anyway, so just get it out of the way in January.
The Torres deal makes more sense to me if that happens, because if we can get 50 million, 60 million in for January, that goes into the coffers of Haaland.
Well, yeah, and there's already, and you add that to the amount of money that they already set aside for.
It has to be meaning
for what's his face. What's that idiot called who's only scored one league goal all season? Harry Kane. You know, we had like 130 million set aside for him. So you add the Ferran Torres money to that. That's Haaland. So just buy the bugger. Just buy him in January. Sod waiting until the summer.
Do you not bug me with Jesus today? And you're going to say to me, does this all the time?
No. I'm sorry. I have got to interrupt and be rude here. Sean says Jesus' decision making was poor. It's not poor. When you've not got a striker, what do you do? Like I said, he was endlessly dribbling the ball about, but there's nobody there for an end product. You can't call that poor decision making. You have to relate the fact that it's the same like all of the accusations against Raheem Sterling. Like, Raheem Sterling, why has he not got an end product? Because he's the guy that's setting up the striker. When you don't have a striker, you can't get mad at him, can you?
Do you not think
Could I just point something out, by the way? Why is that little waffle, that little plastic Scouse waffle merchant in the chat?
He'll be going on about the penalty.
Well, no, I just want to know, because Liverpool are currently playing at home. So why are you not there, Youssef? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Why are you not there? Liverpool are playing at home right now, Youssef. Why are you not there?
You have to drop yourself in there.
Oh dear. Oh, I apologise. Right, sorry, Martin. Carry on, Martin.
Is he not sat in the cop? Shame. He's not even watching him. Anyway, for me, Jesus, he has this tendency to, you always look at Jesus and you think, great ball, and he can drive forward, but is it me, or does he allow the ball to go 2 or 3 yards wider than what he could? Is it just me? Or am I just see? For me, sometimes I think he allows the ball to go too wide.
What I would say, Martin, is when it comes to Sterling, Jesus, and even Grealish, I'm throwing that fucker a lifeline right now. Wait until what they look like. Wait until what they look like when we've got a striker.
With a striker.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I'll say about them three, mate.
I wouldn't know. See, Big Morgan, I wouldn't say it was a bad day at the office. It wasn't.
It was just a grey day. It was a grey day at the office.
Second half, there was only one team in that. I disagree with what Pep said.
Ting tang walla walla bing bang. There was only one team in that, Martin. I was shitting my pants that they could fucking bang an equaliser at any point.
Yeah, no. My point. Pep said it in one of his listening. He said, we look better with 11 men than what we did with 10 men. Don't agree with that. I don't think we were that great when they had 11. I thought we were a bit sloppy, give the ball away. I thought Zinchenko and Grealish, that side did not work today. Didn't work for me that today, Zinky and Grealish. Don't know why, just didn't work.
I agree with
Cancelo,
Morgan.
Sterling,
I do agree with Morgan.
Arnold.
It was a difficult watch, Martin. It was trying to be two or three different things and didn't get all the way there with any of them. It was trying to be attacking, it was trying to be exciting, it was trying to be our high press, but we didn't quite manage it and we didn't not quite manage it. And then when it came to how many shots did we even have in the game? We weren't peppering the keeper, were we?
No, and that, we had a lot of build-up, especially second half. We played some great football in the build-up. Sterling was electric second half. I just think first half, I thought he was running down blind alleys a little bit. Second half, he come alive for me, even more. I thought it was wonderful second half, Sterling. Great penalty. That's why I don't get where Alan gets, he nearly missed it. He rolls it down the middle of the goal, so I don't know where Alan's got his waffle head on. It's a shame about Cancelo. He's going to be out on Tuesday. He got booked. He's out with his 5 bookings. Gundogan's got his back injury, which is a shame. So there'll be some more rotation going into Tuesday night. I expect us to be a lot more. I said in the preview about we needed tempo from the off, and we didn't get it. We came out with a little bit of an hangover out the Leipzig game for me.
I have to say,
really did.
Like I said, I'm not going to make a judgment call on the penalty decision in the first half because I didn't see it, or I haven't reevaluated it enough to make a formed opinion.
The penalty we got, I would say, was harsh.
But what I will say is, if we didn't get that penalty, where was the goal coming from today?
Well, that's what I said. That's the worrying thing.
Right.
Grealish missed the sitter. Now, I will give Grealish his due. Whether he thought Jesus was going to get to it, and he wasn't
Grealish has had twice the time that other players. Grealish has had twice the time Nolito had, and Nolito scored twice as many goals and got twice as many assists.
Go back
and everyone hates Nolito. You know,
was he expecting Jesus to finish that, and he wasn't expecting to come to him?
I think the communication, even if the footwork isn't there yet, and even if the passing isn't there yet, Martin, the communication should be there by now. Fucking hell.
Communication should be there in an under-10s team.
Exactly.
The first thing you teach, communication. You know, and for me, that maybe it's a problem, but it comes back to needing an actual striker. But listen, it's also a sign of champions not playing great and winning. Because trust me now, it's all great us going winning 4, 5, 6-0s, but the 1-0 hard-fought victories are the ones that get you over the line and lift you the trophies.
Of course they are. We're not that team anymore anyway, Martin. We're not the 5-6-0 team anymore.
No.
And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with us winning. It's a bit more Mourinho, isn't it, with the 1-0 wins and the defending. We didn't even defend today, really, did we? I don't even know.
There wasn't a lot of defence.
You know what, honestly, Martin,
last 5.
Honestly, Martin, I can't actually work out what we actually did do today because we didn't do much wrong, but we didn't do anything. There was nothing that gave me a twinge. You know, I didn't get any twinges in the testicular area. I wasn't excited, other than getting 3 points at home.
Could be Big Morgan. We could be shattered. Could be a few plays. Bernardo wasn't his normal buzzing.
Bernardo still had some moments in the first half.
Yeah, but it wasn't. You can tell he does need a rest.
What do you think to Sterling and Cancelo on the right? I don't like Cancelo on the right. Full stop. He's better on the left. But
they were better than Zinchenko and Grealish on the left.
Yeah, well, I mean that just goes without saying, isn't it? Because you've got Grealish in that, mate.
No, I didn't think he was great today. I thought he gave the ball away a few times, which I'm one of his biggest fans at the minute. Now, Zinchenko's going to play on Tuesday night against Leeds because Cancelo's out. So you're going to have Walker coming back in. Question, was it a bit harsh on Walker being dropped today, or was it something you expected?
No, you know what, to be honest, if I was manager of Manchester City, I'd send fucking Walker on a 2-week holiday just for being a knobhead. I mean, because it was completely pointless what he did in the Champions League.
So you don't think we missed him?
Well, of course we miss him, Martin, but sometimes you have got to cut your own nose to spite your face. Kyle Walker's my favourite right-back in world football, has been for 5 years. But after he did that on Tuesday, I'd fucking slap him myself and fine him. I'd fine the fucker. Because it was just so pointless. It was so pointless what he did, Martin. So yes, he rightfully, even like I said, even if it cut our nose to spite our face, he still rightfully got got a missed a game today. You know, he'll be back.
Sorry,
whatever.
Mr. Agenda's in the comments again, waffling. Anyway, listen, a win is a win, and trust me now, Wolves playing like that, on us having not a great day, Chelsea or Liverpool could easily draw that one.
Well, do you remember what I said
to
last
me,
week,
look at that as a big 3 points.
Do you remember what I said last week? I watched the Liverpool. It was Liverpool and Wolves last week, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And I watched it, and I needed Xanax or what's that wake-up drug that they have? Cocaine. I needed that to even watch it because it was the most dullest, boring thing ever. And then one of their bench warmers got a fluky goal in like the 90th minute or whatever it was. I would argue that our performance versus Wolves today was more measured and more controlled and better than the Liverpool performance. But on the whole, it was about the same, and the result, funnily enough, was about the same.
It was disciplined.
Well, so, yeah.
Disciplined, and we looked like we kept concentration. You couldn't see a stupid error at the back coming from us. Yes, we had the moment at the end with an Edison save. But other than that, Wolves, Adama Traore was a shadow all game. I don't know.
Well,
he literally held his body up, and that was it.
You are right, but they were still. You in the pre-match, if you remember, we talked about how they were going to be big, physical presence. They were going to be attacking,
and they were first half.
They definitely were in the first half, but after the Jimenez incident,
yeah,
I think
they
just dropped off, didn't they?
Jimenez is stupid because I'm
not blaming Jimenez, mate. I swear, I'm telling you, he had concussion, and his team should have hooked him off.
I was surprised Neves came back out second half, you know. I was genuinely surprised because obviously when the two Wolves players go down, I'm sat there going, he's not coming back. And he came back out. I'm like, all right. So I don't know what their club doctor was doing.
Give him a bit of sniff.
Again, that's Jonathan Moss not using his brains.
Well, Jonathan Moss hasn't got brains anyway, as he's the worst referee.
And I'm not going to talk about weight because that's being a bit patronising.
A little bit, yeah. I think Sean's just said in the chat.
I'm not a bloody referee fitness guy, though, am I?
Martin, Sean just said in the chat there that he thinks we need a Gundogan replacement. Maybe we can repurpose that Jack Grealish idiot into being a future.
Listen, we were talking on the way home, and we went through the squad. If we're not careful in the next 2 years, we're going to need a few replacements.
You are kidding, Mr. Hitler.
We're going to need KDB, Gundogan. We're going to need a left back. We're going to need a right back. We're going to need a CDM. And we're going to need a striker. Anyone got 400 million spare in the back pocket?
Well, yeah, City do. That's what we do every 3 years now, isn't it? You know?
But listen, this is what happens. Well, this is what God, my hands look like they've gone all webbed. That was weird then. No, it was a good 3 points. You live to find another day. And remember, we are playing every 3 or 4 days at the minute. We're playing again Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. And Leeds. I'll tell you, the atmosphere will be totally different because that's an evening game.
Yeah, of course. I love Leeds United.
And it's a packed
Great
house.
affection for their fans.
They're going to bring 3,000 with them. And it's just going to rock. Don't go in town that evening. Let me tell you that one.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up, Martin. We've been waffling for 23 minutes now. So 1-0 win, 3 points in the bag. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. When is the analysis? Chris Baker, you're a dick. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. Enjoy the Liverpool fixture and the Chelsea fixture. Hopefully one of them drops points. They were all certainly watching our game, hoping that we'd drop points. We didn't. We're 4 points clear as it currently stands. We move along, gentlemen, on to Tuesday night. We will see you tomorrow evening, Martin.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, where we are doing an episode of The 20. And even though people don't understand, it's clearly called episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, simply because we started it 2 months into the season. Next season, different story. See you tomorrow.
Big thank you to everyone, by the way, who did wish me happy birthday yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday, dickhead. Bye, everyone.